Walker, do you want the walker for the next one?
Yes.
Yes.
Right.
We've got ready?
Yeah. You got those letters in there?
Yep.
Not very ready, shall I?
Lettuces for market, for Covent Garden. Lettuces in boxes, mushrooms in baskets, and the long boxes are for roses. This goes on every night, and it goes on all over England. These roses and mushrooms grow on a market garden in Sussex. Brian and Dennis take the lorry up to London every night. It's usually a couple of hours loading before the last mushroom basket is aboard. By the time they're ready to go, it's getting on for midnight.
That's the end of the news summary.
Now we say good night to listeners to the live program. If you're working through the night or if you have to be up, well, we hope it'll be a quiet, uneventful time for you. But if you're going to bed now, good night and sleep well.
Through the night, through cities and country towns and down the long arterial roads, the lorries are coming to London, with apples from Kent and Evesham, potatoes from Norfolk, oranges and lemons from the western ports. All these roads lead to Covent Garden. The middle of the night is the beginning of a new day for the night workers in the market. Sleep is over for them. They've come in by car, last trains and buses have brought them in to open up shop, to start work on their displays. All round the market, the streets are stirring. The lorries that have come in earlier in the night begin to unload. Everything that comes to the garden finishes its journey by lorry, then by hand and head and trolley into the shops. All night it's going to keep on coming, in sacks and crates and boxes.
So large.
A lot of flowers have come in by air. Daffodils from the Channel Islands, anemones from France. Then come all the rest by trains and lorries from all over England. Lincolnshire tulips, primroses and violets from the woods in Cornwall. Roses and chrysanthemums in long wooden boxes.
Oh, I know why I stopped there.
How many doors are there?
4, 8, 12, 16, 22 and 8 knob. Oh, yeah, mate. Go!
This is the end of the journey. The flowers have reached the address on the label, and this is where Bill takes over. Bill is one of the nightmen on the flower stands. He comes up from across the river at midnight or a bit after to start his day's work. Now the boxes must be got off the trolley and onto the shelves and checked and sorted. All through the market, displays are starting to grow.
Say you paint your motorway. What, the Christmas gun he was on that one?
Yeah, that's a
Well, you said you painted it, mate.
Well, I did. I had a fucking painted on, didn't I?
Oh, how right, nothing in it. I thought you said you might paint the motorway.
Some people believe in getting right down to it. Others prefer to start with a cup of tea and a chat, the cheerful way.
You got Grace Parks, only they got the Brights line.
Yeah.
Morden, Surbiton, Woking, all the mainline stations, all the little stations aren't open. The section's clear, the signals are green all the way through, mug. Ian, I'll tell you something else too that you don't bloody well know.
What?
I don't expect Jim knows it.
What's that, then?
There's a record held with the Great Western
Yeah.
that happened in 1904 and hasn't been beaten yet.
What's that, London Exeter?
No, you're not far out, but it ain't
Great
that much.
Western?
The Great Western's got a record. Well, he was a fucking wake up. Wimbledon, eh?
You have, I mean, say, all your brothers in it? All your brothers in it?
I'm the only one of the family's got a brother. The only one.
For Sid, the night has started quietly. His big load is still on the way, mostly mushrooms coming up from Sussex. At 1:30 or 2, with Dennis at the wheel, Sid's mushrooms and a lot else as well pull into Covent Garden, round the market and up the yard.
Come on, straighten her out. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, hold it.
Dennis and Brian are glad to get to work again. The sooner their load is off and delivered, the sooner they can get home.
Come on, in here.
Now Sid can find out what sort of a job the night is going to bring. Judging by the invoices, he'll be busy. A busy night means 400 baskets or more, all to be checked and displayed.
Up against the post there. How many's he got?
One cent can, Ollie.
Yeah.
Right.
That's your lot?
What's the big shoot?
2:30, and Sid gets down to the job. And out in the yard, Dennis and Brian work steadily on towards bed, packing their lettuces off round the market. First the unloading and delivering, then the long job of sorting and setting out for sale.
How much gear you had in tonight, Ron? Not a lot, only mash. No? Nothing else? No. Not a great deal. We had a load last night.
Got a ton of grape in there, don't you?
Yeah, put that in last night.
No oranges again?
No.
Suppose Danny's been hiding about again.
That's nice.
We've had tons of celery out there.
Have you?
Yeah. Now, what are you going to do about today? After you finish work?
If we've got a break, I'll go with you.
Well, very good. Costs you exactly 2 quid.
All round the market, through the small hours, displays take shape and grow. And still the flowers roll in.
All the big basic lady, tattooed from head to knee, and on the jaw was the British and small, and on the back was a Union Jack. So I paid 5 things more than up and down a spine. Word of all was 29. I wonder why you give the sun shines in, the sun shines when, but I know when. Down you got the demon, the way the girl is greener. Well, I came right to my roommate.
Past 4 in the morning, and everything's ready. Everything's set in the flower market. Everything's here except the salesmen and the customers. Another half hour to go before buying begins. Just one last load to get in.
Nice a cup of tea, Bill. Come on.
Right.
How's that, good? Come on, George.
Market. It's a regular meeting place for some of them, where they can sit down for a chat and a cigarette and a cup of tea, and maybe a bite to eat.
Imagine.
Not everyone you find in Albert's works in the market. Some of them, you wonder where they come from. They come in at 2 or 3 in the morning, have a bite to eat, talk for a bit, then they go. And you wonder where.
Very nice. I'll say that, and I'll call 30, see you later. Play over later. Oh, do you mind? Keep with us. As we go down, like, see, we get left down there. Come on, hold it!
Daylight brings traffic back to the market. Lorries from farms and shops, more vegetables to go out for sale.
Moving yourself up down here, mate.
These are the ordinary vegetables from the farms round London. Cabbages and potatoes and leeks and carrots, fresh out of the earth yesterday.
Say, come on. Cold waiting for his stuff. He's in the boat and the man. Yeah.
round the courtyard, the stalls go up, and the wares are laid out for inspection. The farmers stand by. Slowly, with caution at first, the buying begins.
Bit of this lettuce? Not a bit of cream, really.
How much a day today, 2 and 2 GBB.
Fruit and vegetables start selling at 5. It's the early birds who get in first to catch the bargains. Serious business starts a little later.
Well, under cream.
This is the BBC Home Service. Good morning, everybody. The time is 6:30, and today is Thursday.
Mr. Bayliss has been doing his rounds at the garden every early morning for 30 years. He comes in to buy fruit and vegetables for one of the big West End stores. He knows where to find the bargains. He knows what to watch out for.
Run by 36 Aggie Ford.
In the flower market, the boys are busy again. The salesmen are in, and so are the customers. And by 7 o'clock, buying is brisk. There's no shouting or loud bargaining, everything friendly. But people want what's best, and they want it cheapest.
Oh, hello, mate. How are you? You want a barrel road for them, Johnny boy?
Love it. What's under? Get them a sec.
Well,
No, I think you better leave it and I'll see if I can get some spray.
what about Dutch cars? 20s in a bundle.
Yeah, mate.
Yeah, there's a 10 bob a bundle.
10 bob a bundle.
Yeah,
All right, give us 3 of those.
All right, all right.
Pink, red and white. All right?
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 at 4. 6, 12, 13, 30, 40, 50,
I'll bet it'd be nothing really, and a few bob on top, wouldn't it? As clever as your one, isn't it?
In or out, darling?
I'll have it out, please.
don't want it in?
No, leave it in, please. And the others, the white.
Come on in.
The others?
What there?
White,
Yeah,
yeah.
18 bob that did, 4 dozen.
And what's the others? The pink?
18 bob there, dear.
Yeah.
18 bob there. Thank you. Go on, Bill, go on. Tony, good job your old man ran up here this morning. I want 2 more for Bessie Gray. Have you got a small white anywhere? Small white and a small bronze, that's what we better put that 36 Sussex on, I think. And I think a 30 Supreme Favourite. Make that lock room. Put them straight on the name, will you?
People come to the market from the big stores and little shops and barrows. Some of them want cut flowers, and some of them plants still growing. They want to be sure they're fresh with plenty of life in them. And they want them out and away and into the shops by 9.
Don't get the touch up, please.
Right with you. Right.
All right, let's have that.
1 by 36 Ada Stevens, 1 by 42 Loveliness, 1 by 48 Sussex Pink, and 1 by 30.
Years ago, all the porters in the flower market were women. Now there's only one of them left. Alice has been on the job for 35 years, and when she goes, that's the end of it. By 8 o'clock, the movement in the flower market is steadily outwards. Cafes are busy now all round the market, with cups of tea and sandwiches for the buyers who have been on the go since 4 or 5 this morning.
Right. Right.
Frank's is always crowded. It's quick and it's clean and the menu is always the same. The customers are all regulars here, and they know what to expect.
Morning. Cup of tea.
One tea, Harry, please. Would you like anything to?
Yeah, a sausage sandwich, please.
One sausage.
Jimmy, please. Cheese roll.
Cheese roll. Egg sandwich, please. Egg. Is that right? 2 sausage thing. No mustard, no. 2 eggs.
What are you going to have, my dear? I'll take that for you. Good enough.
I want it washed up.
All right, I'll have
no sugar in it.
no sugar, I'll try it. Now, what are you going to have? Sausage, eggs, ham, cheese, or what? I'll have ham. You want a ham sandwich? Have ham.
By 10 or 10:30, the rush is over. In the flower market, people begin to relax. George, who came on at midnight, can put his empty boxes away, and Alice can get her weight off her feet. For the boys who came on at midnight, this is the end of the day. For the others, it's just a break, then across to the shops for another 3 hours or so. Late in the day, when prices have fallen, the old ladies come round who sell their flowers in the London streets. But things aren't what they were.
Later on in the week, though, I don't suppose they'll get any easier, will they? I mean, you pay £1.9 and you ask them 2 bob or half a crown for the buttonholes.
I think you're robbing them.
They do. I say you've got to do these things, ain't you?
Yeah, true.
I say the change in the market. Our poor old Gladdy ought to be alive. Our poor Gladdy ought to be alive about 60 years ago.
Yeah.
I mean, they all help one another. If they brought old Freddie in here, they'd be on the booze, and then they'd wake up enough and the next morning old Freddie in and start them up with a lovely box of roses, lovely little short roses, but not today.
No, they won't help one another, will they? No.
Well, it's all these boys that are afterwards
When Jenny started selling flowers on street corners, Victoria was queen and every gentleman wore a buttonhole. But that was a long time ago. By 11 o'clock, there's nothing left, except what other people don't want. The fruit and flowers they've thrown away. Work has gone out to the streets round the market now, where the big lorries are loading their cargoes for out of town. Everything that was sold in the early morning has to go out for loading, and tomorrow's supplies are already coming in. The lorries are going far round the country, as far west as Wales and as far north as the border. They'll be leaving Covent Garden all day and travelling on through the night, some of them, piled high with freight and as heavy as they'll stand. So there it is. And there's only 24 hours in the year when these streets are quiet from one midnight to the next. People say the market's changing, and that's not surprising when you think it's been going on for 300 years. But there's a lot that stays the same. Young faces follow old, and old ways will change to new one of these days. But work will still be with us one way or another. And we all depend on each other's work as well as our own, on Alice and George and Bill, and Alan and Sid, and all the others who keep us going.